found these string lights at Goodwill for $3.99, and I figured I would take all the bulbs out, and I'm gonna spray paint the cord either black or gold, because right now it's a green color. And so these lights are indoor outdoor. I thought for $4, and you get 25 bulbs, and they're approximately a foot apart from each bulb. Not really sure. They do hang whole length is like 25 feet long, which is really long, so I'm not even sure where I'm gonna put these, but I do know I have to take all these bulbs out. Okay, now that that is done and I have the bulbs, you know, so I'm gonna take this outside and we're gonna spray paint it. So I decided I'm gonna go with a gold color. I just didn't know which one. I think I'm gonna go with the more shinier looking gold. It just says metallic, but they both actually say metallic gold. So I'm not too sure. Based off the cap, I think I want to go with, you know, this one. All right, let's go out and paint it. So I think this is going to be the easiest method to like lay them out on the side of the cardboard box here. And just do a couple of them at a time. Just like this. And then once I'm done, I'll throw it into the box to dry and just move down the cord. So let's get started. Facing myself. Looking good so far. Alright, now that it's all done, I'm just going to let this sit and dry for several hours before touching it. Found this old clock that I no longer use. I think it works. I'm gonna test it out by putting a new battery in it. So I definitely need to pop this out. It's like corroded in there. I haven't touched this in a long time. So we're gonna clean this up and see if this works. The next step after finding out if it works, regardless, I am gonna take it apart with these screws in the back. So we're gonna take the back part off here. Okay, I unscrewed everything. Now I can flip this over and try to take this piece out. So I just popped off this little piece here. So I'm gonna keep that to the side, and then we're gonna take the hands off of this. There we go. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna save all the little clock components. And then this should just unsnap. And over here as well. It's really on there, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Okay, so that popped right out. So I'm going to clean this up and see if the clock works. This piece, I can either keep it or discard it. I'm not sure yet if I will reuse it, but I mainly wanted to get that apart because I am going to make a separate clock with a new fixture thing for the clock. But this I also wanted to use for a project. So I have this really nice round glass. I could clean this up, even spray paint this frame, which I think I'm actually about to do. I'm going to clean this up really quick and then I'm going to spray paint it. Okay, I'm actually going to like stick with the same gold color. Alright, so I actually cleaned this up, put a new battery in it, and you can hear it. It is ticking. So that's awesome. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in this video or not, but I am definitely going to keep these pieces, well, these at least, and the topper, so I can put this into a new fixture and make my own unique clock. Alright, sorry for the voice difference. Apparently I have to do a voiceover because I didn't talk during this. You know, the clips that I'm recorded right here. So anyway, this right here I found at a thrift store, I think at Goodwill for $1. It was like a placemat. I don't know, it was super random. But I thought I liked the texture on both sides, so I'm gonna just create my own little like circular shapes to put on the wall. And I know you guys have seen those all over Pinterest, so let's make our own. I'm actually gonna make 2 of them. I'm gonna have a larger one and then use the other side for a smaller one, so that way I'm able to use both sides of the placemat. You'll see what I mean when we're done, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. So, I'm just using different things I have laying around to trace around, create the circles. Now, this part's important. If you do find this textured placemat, something similar, you definitely want to go over it with Mod Podge, because once you start cutting into it, it will just fall apart. Okay? Okay? Does that make sense? Because this stuff is woven together. So once you cut into it, you want it to stay together. So this is the easy solution, is just put Mod Podge all around where you traced. I went ahead and just filled it in just to make sure this entire thing was sturdy so I can hang it on the wall. Don't know why we're staring at my feet. Why are my feet in the frame? I found this old basket out in my shed. I actually bought this a long time ago. I just didn't. I was gonna get rid of it, so it was sitting out there for about a year now. But now I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to reuse it and just give this an upgrade. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually take out the little cloth thing in here, and I'm gonna wash this. I'm gonna see if I can just reuse it, and if not, I can always mimic this with new fabric, so I'll keep that as the pattern and then make a whole new inside. But for now, I'm going to try to just wash it. The actual basket itself, I think I'm going to go ahead and paint this so it looks a little bit more modern. So let's give this an upgrade. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and paint the entire basket using this chalkboard paint in gray, and I'm going to be using white with it. So we're mixing these together. I'm going to use a big paintbrush to go ahead and just paint the entire. And then when I'm done, we're going to use some tape and some black paint to create a design. First, I'm going to go ahead and get started with this part. Add a little bit of gray paint in there. I want to really saturate this entire thing like this so that our design really pops on it. And up here at the top, I don't really need to worry about really saturating it since I have that little edge that folds over with the fabric. So it's mainly just like this section. Okay, so once you're done, and you can see here, I fully saturated the bottom portion, and this top half I don't really need since I'll have that little edge folding over. Once it dries, then we're going to get some tape and some black paint. just gotta put the top on.